Hi guys, my name is Karen slash Karen. I haven't made a video in like a lot of months. So when I made that video, I decided to get a whole new phone, and I'm still like paying it off and stuff because I was prepared to like just make a lot more YouTube videos and like really be on my stuff now because all my life I wanted to be a YouTuber. So I was like, it is time now, and this time I'm gonna do it through Jesus. So I know Jesus got my back. And then I got deep in my path with God, and I was just like literally not worried about this. And I just went through a lot in these past couple of months. It's been a roller coaster, and nevertheless, I had time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had time. I could have recorded. Like, why did I get a new phone if I wasn't gonna record? I could have recorded. Yes, I could have. Did I? No, because I just like literally I have been in such a slump, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like everything is dandy because no one ever said like it's been multiple people I've heard say like joining Jesus does not mean perfection. Like your life is gonna be like no. So it's been like a month and a half now of me just being in this like freaking depression, bro. I've just had a lot of time of just being stuck to my screen, like just watching TV, binge watching Dance Moms because I used to love that show as a kid and it brings me comfort, and just spending a lot of time on screens, like just not thinking, like just brain rotting. Like that's literally what I've been doing. And I'm not proud to say that. I'm trying to get out of my slump and do something with my life because right now I've just been feeling like I'm just rotting away. I'm not doing anything. And I know I'm not supposed to worry. It's just really hard sometimes when I just feel like I'm wasting time, but like I can't get myself to do stuff. I guess this is just like an update of where I've been at, like what's been going on with me, where I'm moving forward from here. I know on this new channel I don't have many viewers at all yet, but I guess I don't want to come back on here and just be superficial and act like I've just been fine. You know what I mean? Because I feel like on my old channel, that's what I did. I was very superficial. I would only record on that channel, and I'll link it down below because I'm not gonna be ashamed of my past. Like obviously I'm ashamed, but like it's out there, and I'm not gonna delete it because I was who I was, and God brought me here, right? So it's good to see how I used to be. I mean, I deleted a lot of the videos on there that were like me like smoking and like the really bad ones I deleted, but you can go back on there and see me cussing up a storm every sentence and all this and that. I'm a completely different person. But like I've heard a lot of people say, Jesus heals where he cuts. And maybe that's the process of it right now. I'm not really sure. But I've just been so down. And I just honestly think it was because I was like getting really deep in my faith. Like, I was just getting really deep in my faith. And I think, I don't know if it was me, the enemy, or God, or I don't know what happened, but I just randomly went. So I had an experience about a month and a half ago or so, or maybe 2 months ago now. I'm not really sure. I had an experience where I heard God's voice for the first time. And that was something really moving, but I didn't know what to do with it. I still don't know what to do with it, but I was having a dream, and maybe sometime I'll say the dream and say exactly what happened, but for now, all you need to know is I was in the middle of a dream. Like, dream was ongoing, and I literally woke up hearing him say my name. Loud and clear in my ear. And it was just a beautiful experience, but I remember I woke up like startled at first when I heard it, and then I was just like, I was like, Lord, why did you say my name? But I remember I just started like mumbling or praying to him, and then I fell back asleep. When I think back to it, I think I'm very regretful because he let me hear his voice, and that is like the biggest honor that I cannot like even fathom, process, break down, girl. Like I don't even know, and I'm not crazy, all right. I'm sorry, but people, if you know, you know, when you hear God's voice, you know it's God's voice. All right, that man has a mighty voice. He's not playing, all right? And he had the most beautiful accent I have never heard in my centuries. Like, he said my name like Karen. Like, he literally said Karen, but like in like some like accent, like little like, I've never heard this accent in my lifespan. It was beautiful. I can't remember exactly what it sounded like anymore because I think he might have like taken the memory from me as much as he could, because like it's probably too much for me, honestly. Ever since that day, I just started being like, I'm not worthy of this. And I've had people tell me now, like, it's good that you feel unworthy, you know? Like, you're supposed to be humble. But I got to the point where I was literally, like, questioning myself, like, God, I am, like, by no means, like, as obedient as I could be. And, like, I mean, I follow everything, right? Like, I quit smoking, I quit this and that. My main problem is the fornicating, because I have a boyfriend that I've been dating for almost 3 years, and we're both walking towards Christ together, but it's very hard to break old habits, so we've been moving slowly towards it. But the fornicating always makes me feel very guilty and like very horrible after I do it. It just makes me feel like just disgusting, and in this time I was really struggling with it. Because like I'm not gonna sit here and lie, like it takes two to tango. Like I wanted to do it too. And so I felt ashamed of my own feelings. And I was like, why would you choose me to hear your voice? And I guess I just started like spiraling after that. Like not spiraling, but I just couldn't process it. And then I just kind of shut down, I guess. I mean, I kept in my faith and everything, but I think it was short after this that I started being like, I think overwhelmed. I think what I did is I overwhelmed myself, because before hearing his voice and after, I was consuming too much Christian content. And like, let me warn you guys, do not consume too much Christian content, because I have learned, bro, the hard way. If you are consuming too much content, you're not allowing yourself to actually hear him. Like, not people talking about him, but you are not focusing on actually reading your Bible. You're just sitting here watching all these videos about him and like people teaching you about the Bible. It is better, it is so much better to just pick it up and read it. Because I started hearing so many different views, I got a little bit confused, and it was just too much. Like I got to the point where I was like, okay, I learned so much, I have so much. Now how can I apply this to my life? And then I just started like pressuring myself, because I felt like I was being pushed this way and pushed that way. Like, like I don't know. It was just a lot of different things, and I just learned too much. I consumed too much to the point where I was like, okay, how can I apply this to my life? And then it just pressured me, and it was just too much. And then at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm sick of it. I have been sitting here for weeks, months, minutes, hours, watching these podcasts, I love Girls Gone Bible, right? But I was watching it too much. I was all up watching Johnny Chang. I was all up watching Bryce Crawford. I was over here just, just so engulfed in their videos. Learning a lot, right? Their videos are helpful, but everything is good out of moderation. Do not do it too damn much. And that's what I did. So I literally overwhelmed myself. I can't explain it any other way. And then I was like burnt out. Like, I never thought I could literally burn myself out from faith. Like, I was literally like, I was like, I need a break from this. I need to go back to watching like funny videos or something, like, for a while. Like, I need to just. And I think before that, I like, right when I got overwhelmed, I got a sign from God that said, "Be still," and I was like, "You right." But I didn't fully go still. I just started watching like other content, like funny content, like all this content I used to watch. And then I got one of my wisdom teeth removed back here, right? I would find the tooth and show y'all, but that's nasty. Anyway, so I got a wisdom tooth removed. Long story short, I got it removed somewhere pretty ghetto. They gave me no medication, no mouthwash for after, nothing. And it ended up getting infected. Oh, also, I hate my job. And that is something that really weighs on me a lot. Especially because at my job, I work with four. I work with 4 brothers and sisters from my church at that job. That's how I got that job, because they got me into it. And let me tell you, do not work with your brothers and sisters in Christ, because you will get irritated with them and you will be like, I love you. Well, not that you don't love everyone, right? Because that's what we're supposed to be like, but just don't do it. Alright, just don't do it. Anyway, I hate my job because we're just understaffed, and me and another girl are the only ones that work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Somehow, everything that I ever have to do, every plan, every extracurricular Christian event, everything is on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So literally, well, I work Sundays at 4, by the way, so I still make it to service. Don't get me wrong. I'm not missing my regular church service. But, like, when there's something to do after church or, Saturday, Friday, I work 4 to 10. And literally everything starts at 4. So I would ask my coworkers, like, and it's one of those jobs where you can't just call off because it's so understaffed. Like, if you're not there, no one's there. So you have to, like, find somebody to cover your shift. Long story short, I can't ever find anyone to cover my shifts, and I have to, like, either show up or just not show up, and then there's no one to do my job, and then it's a whole mess. And then I get in trouble with my horrible, horrible boss, which, God bless her, God please reach her soul, because she has problems. But anyway, so I got my wisdom tooth removed on a Friday morning. I told my coworker 2 weeks prior if she could cover my shift. Not only her, like 2 other girls I asked, like 3 girls, 2 weeks in advance, and they all said no. So I was like, alright. I just got my wisdom tooth removed. I didn't show up to work because I was all like whimsy, boo boo ba ba. And then the following day was Saturday, which I had to work because, again, no one wanted to freaking cover it for me. So I went to work. I didn't rest up like you're supposed to after wisdom tooth removal. They didn't give me any medication, any mouthwash, anything. So what does that lead to? It got infected. And I have never heard no one has ever told me this, but a wisdom tooth removal being infected gives you flu symptoms. Flu symptoms. Like, you would think, I thought that if it got infected, it would just be like, oh, like, I have pus in there, or like, oh, it hurts. No. I had a full-on flu, y'all. Like, I literally, my whole body was aching. I had a fever. Bro, you name the symptom, I had it. I was literally in my bed, like, I was literally feeling like I was just gonna pass away. Like, I literally felt like I was gonna pass away. So, I think the next day, I didn't go to church the next day because it was, or no, I did. Wait. I don't think I went to church. Okay. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't think I went to church on that Sunday because I felt so sick. And once again on Sunday, no one wanted my shift. And I texted everyone again. I was like, please take my shift. I literally feel like I'm dying. Someone take my shift. Nobody did, including my sisters in Christ. I'm not mad. Again, I'm a baby Christian, bro. I'm learning. I'm not trying to gossip. I'm not trying to talk crap. But can you guys understand my frustration? Can you guys understand my frustration? And God bless them. God bless them. I love you, sisters. Love you. It's just, sometimes you guys really do not have my back. That's all. Anyway, so I go to work again on Sunday, feeling like absolute garbage on the street, dragging myself. Look what the cat dragged in. Literally me at work. And like by closer to the end of my shift, I was literally feeling like I was gonna literally pass out. But I couldn't leave because there was the only person that could cover my station is the manager, and she hates me. She's very rude to me. She treats me like horribly, and I knew that she has messed with my tips before and shorted me. So me being broke, I was like, I am not going to leave right now, leave early, and leave this woman in charge of my tips. I am not. So I was like, I stayed till the end of my shift. I got picked up. I went to the ER. And they were literally like, he barely looked at me. He looked at me for 1 second. It was like, well, yeah, wisdom teeth get infected really easily. Yeah, it's just infected. I was like, alright. And then buddy just gave me some antibiotic. It's called clindamycin. Oh, there was a whole other story about my prescription and how it went wrong and how they tried to kill me, but I'm just not even gonna say that story because this video is already too long. But let me know. Anyway, so Monday comes around. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. At this job, I only work like the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I had like the 4 days to like rest up. Monday, I literally felt like I was just like, dude, the next 4 days, I felt like absolute death is what I'm trying to, the next 5 days, the next 7 days, actually, I felt like absolute death. I was to the point of rotting away where I was just laying in bed all day, just watching Dance Moms, and I was to the point where I was hallucinating at night that I was in Dance Moms, and like, I couldn't stop dreaming about Dance Moms, and like, I know I sound ridiculous right now, but this is literally what I was going through. So the Lord was not in my head. All I kept thinking was like, God, please don't let me die right now. Oh, the dramatics, right? I was being dramatic, but like, y'all, I felt so sick. I was so weak. I like didn't even pray or anything. I just kept like briefly talking to God and being like, God, please don't let me die. I literally feel like this, and like I feel horrible because I feel far away from you because I'm not praying or I'm not reading my Bible. I'm just sitting here rotting away watching Dance Moms. But guess what? I kept doing it. A whole week goes by. I think I go to my shifts on and off. Again, no one covers them. It's just like I don't go, and then I get in trouble, and then there's no one to cover me. Like, I kept doing that, which makes me look really bad. It makes my manager hate me more, so that wasn't fun. And then finally, I was starting to feel better. I was starting to, the air was reaching my nostrils just a little bit. Like, my sinuses were clearing just a little bit, which my sinuses are still full. If you couldn't tell by the way I sound and how I keep blowing my nose, but anyway. And tell me why my niece and nephew are like sick. I live with them, by the way. They're super sick, and my sister's like, you got them sick. And I was like, first of all, I have an infection from my I have an infection from my extraction, and like my symptoms are due to the extraction, so I'm not contagious. Like, I don't have an actual flu. Like, it's just my body is fighting the infection by giving me flu symptoms, you know what I mean? So I was like, that doesn't make sense. But she kept going on and on, like saying it was my fault. I was like, all right. And then she ends up taking them to the hospital, to the ER, because they were doing really bad one particular night, and she found out they had this. Tell me why. You know when I said that the air started entering from my nostrils a little bit? Blocked up. My throat started getting sore again. By the way, this whole time, because the infection is here, it spreads here. So the whole time I had the flu symptoms, I literally, like, y'all, my throat felt like it was bleeding. Like, it hurt to drink water. It hurt to just, like, be existing with that sore throat, bro. I was literally popping cough drops every minute. Like, the second I finished one, there was another one in my mouth. In my mouth. Anyway, I started feeling a little itchy throat. My nostrils were full. I was like... So yeah. Straight after I got over my tooth infection, I had this virus. So I was literally, like, I'm telling you, I was like, God. I was like, God, I can't do this again. I was like, God, I can't be sick again. Like, I just feel like I went through a war zone with this illness. I can't do this again. God, I can't do this. I can't do this. So, and I forgot to mention, but prior to this illness, I was constantly not home because I was so busy with extracurricular church activities. I was busy with friends wanting to hang out with me. I was busy with I'm getting a ride and people are not dropping me off when I need to be dropped off. So prior to this isolation period, let me tell you, I was literally talking to God and being like, God, I'm overwhelmed. Like, because I was not home ever. Like, my sister was joking around because she was like, you literally come here to sleep like once a week. Like, I was not home, buddy. Like, I literally came home to feed my cats and sleep. Like, basically, that's all I was doing. And then some days I would sleep over at Julian's or my friends or whatever. So, I was, like, so overwhelmed because I was like, people keep planning things. I keep going to things. And I'm feeling crazy. Like, I need to just be home. Like, I need a whole week of just being home. Straight after that, wisdom tooth removal, sick, isolation. So be careful. You know how people used to say, be careful what you wish for? Be careful what you pray for, bro. Because you don't know how God works. God was like, all right. You don't like all the activities? Okay. Sick. Yeah. Anyway, I love God. I love him. Anyway, so boom. Another week of isolation because I was sick again, and once again I kept brain rotting on dance moms, and now it's been maybe around a week of I'm not sick anymore, but for some reason I still have like a lot of like phlegm and mucus coming up out of my nose and my mouth all the time. And I'm like not even sick anymore. It's like just that. Just like constantly blowing my nose and spitting. But anyway, I've been going through like this period where I'm like, I feel isolated. I feel like I need to get out. But then when someone invites me to do something, I don't want to go. I don't know what's going on with me. Like, I literally, like, this week, I was supposed to hang out with my cousin and with one of my friends, and I literally just, like, canceled on them and made up a lie because I'm just, like, so glued to this room. Like, I've been in this room for, like, 3 weeks, almost a month, and, like, I just don't want to leave. I don't know what's happening. Because at the same time, I'm feeling so isolated, like, oh, I need some fresh air. I need to get out of here. But then when I'm not in here, I'm like, I want to go home. Like, can someone please give me some advice? I'm so confused. I want to be here and I don't want to be here. And another thing, when my boyfriend leaves, when he's not with me, I feel so lonely. Like, the second he leaves that door, I feel like this overwhelming feeling of just, like, lonely. Just, like, hit and hurt right here. And I'm just like, oh my God, come back. I'm like, come back. Like, why are you leaving? So I feel lonely, isolated, but I also don't want to get out and I don't want to see anybody. And I feel rude telling my friends, like, canceling on them and, like, not going to church activities because I want to be here, and then I'm going to Ventolin here, and, like, this room has also switched around, like, 50 times because I've just, like, I guess being in here too much makes me tired of how it looks, and then I just, like, spin it around. I really like this setup, though. This is my best one by far, actually. Oh, I moved. After that video, after my last video, my mom kicked me out. And I was living with my boyfriend back then. And now I live with my sister and her husband and her kids. And I just know that was God's will because it was not the right order to be living with my boyfriend. And now I'm not planning on moving out with him until we get married. But it's not like I'm innocent because I told y'all I'm struggling with that fornication. I'm gonna tell you the truth. This problem though is I've been feeling like so far from God. Even after I go to church, I'm just like, I just haven't been feeling anything, or when I'm there, I'm just like crying, or I'm just like feeling like I want to feel how I used to. I just feel like in a weird limbo place where I'm just like here and I'm not here and I'm there and I'm not feeling things and I'm just depressed. I'm just extremely depressed, bro. And like, I know, I just need to pray. I just need to pray and just stop worrying. My cat's been missing for about almost 2 months now, and we see him outside and I can't catch him. So that makes me sad too. I pray about that. I keep having dreams where I find him, where I find my missing cat. This is the most random update ever. It's like all out of order and like, yeah. So yeah, I'm not doing well. But pray for me. Pray for me because I am feeling a little bit better these past couple days. Because guess what? Because I picked this up. I picked this back up. Because the whole time I was sick, did I pick this up? No, not once. So I picked it back up. I'm currently reading John, and I'm almost done with it. I almost finished it last night. I'm on John chapter 15. Like, I just started it. Last night I like cranked out a bunch of it though. John is a good book, by the way. I highlighted a lot. Like, girl, I literally was highlighting every other sentence. Hold on. Okay. Bible verse of the day. Because, okay, I was reading here. Sometimes instead of highlighting the whole thing, I highlight just like the verse number. So, here's one that just stuck out to me that I highlighted last night. John. I didn't realize it was the same number. Okay. John 14:14. That's crazy. I didn't realize it was 14, but John 14:14. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. So what am I worrying about? What am I worrying about, you know? And that's how you know the word's gonna get me out this slump. God's gonna get me out this slump. And hopefully very soon, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Like, I literally feel so depressed. Like, girl, the enemy has been in here. He's been in here. He's been like, just die. Just die. Anyway. But I got this. Me and God got this. So don't worry about me. Pray for me. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Especially if you literally don't know me because you just watched a stranger ramble on with an update. A very random update. Oh, announcement. I ordered a microphone. So, extremely in debt, by the way. That's another thing that's been stressing me out. I'm extremely in debt, and I'm constantly thinking about how am I going to pay this off with this little income. So I'm hoping to get a new job soon, and so that I'll be able to pay off my debt. But I decided to invest $40 on a decent microphone. Hopefully it's decent. I mean, the reviews were pretty decent for people that said they just plugged it into their phone and it worked. Hopefully soon I'll be getting a computer. I'm not paying for it. My brother-in-law is like building one with extra parts he has, I guess, like a PC parts. So hopefully that works out too. Fingers crossed that I can edit my videos with a good software. And then I'll have my microphone, and my phone's a good camera. Right now it might not be the best, but that's because I decided to use the front camera because I'm a bit insecure. And I want to look at myself, but from now on I will be turning it around and the quality will be like way better, I promise. But I've been trying to be a YouTuber since I was a little girl, and I know that if I ask God, I'll get it. John 14:14. So I'm just really excited about the microphone. I've never had like a big nice microphone, but like, you know what I mean. It's supposed to get here on Monday, so on Monday I will probably make a little video. I'm not sure the topic yet, but stay tuned for that one. Please like, comment, subscribe. What the heck? And yeah, this was the second episode of my podcast. I'm still thinking of what I'm gonna name it. I'm thinking Garen's Bubble or Bubble Talk. Those are I was up last night because I ordered the microphone at like literally 3 a.m. And I was just thinking, like, what should I name my podcast? Because this is basically gonna be a podcast. I mean, I'm gonna make other content too. Like, I'll make little vloggies, little silly videos, little crafty videos. Because I'm crafty, y'all. Like, maybe I could do painting videos. Like, you know what I mean, right? But when it's just me sitting here talking, it's gonna be part of my podcast episodes. So let me know any ideas, y'all. I'm thinking I'm either just gonna make it my channel name, like Garen's Bubble is gonna be the podcast name, or I was thinking Bubble Talk. I think I was going crazy with it last night, and I was like, Bubble Bible. Bubble. Like, I was just thinking of a way to use bubble. So I was like, Holy Bubble. Like, I was going mental. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye.